The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, Mingy Beef Jerky, Pannell Swim Shop, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Tom Viney. You know what that means? It's time for the Pannell Swim Shop segment, and we're back. You're back with that. We're going to run that through February, the state championship.
Absolutely. It's swim season in Kentucky.
But first up, we want to have a team on the team of the week. They are from Henry Clay Soccer. Jason Beeler's in, and this team is phenomenal. Not only did they win the state championship, they also, I checked out USA Today, they're nationally ranked. They're in the top 20 in the country.
That's really impressive for this team. Great season.
They've got some great players. We're going to talk to all them on the show. Also, we got a feature for you next week. That's a great feature here on the Scholastic Ball Report. And our scholar athletes hail from Lafayette High School. Chuck Smith, what a job he does there at Lafayette. When you talk about state champions, you have to talk about Chuck Smith. Yep. He's won 21 of them there, so that's a state champion right there.
To be able to do that year in and year out with great students, he does an amazing job.
A gold standard of excellence year in and year out at Lafayette High School, and we'll talk to them about that. We got another Sutherland Chevrolet drive of the week as we head down to Nicholasville, Kentucky to Sutherland Chevrolet, and we got a great Pannell Swim Shop segment. A swimmer here. Is he a swimmer or a diver?
He's a swimmer, and he's from West Jessamine, and I'm really looking forward to us spending some time talking to this student athlete. Does a great job in the pool and in the classroom.
Jordan Kilella, we're looking forward to talking to him. And also UK Sports Medicine's in the house. They're going to keep us in the game. And Juliann Tackett's in from the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. They've got a new partnership with UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery. They're the title sponsor for the Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl.
That's great.
All that coming up on the show, but we know what you want. You want the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. We've got them right here on the Scholastic Ball Report on Game Time. These highlights brought to you by Prep Spin. That's William Warfield, the king of stream.
Hello, everybody. I'm Brian Milam. He is Lee K. Howard. Welcome to Game Time and round two of the high school football playoffs. A little bit different this year. Sure. Across the state, we've got district championships decided tonight.
Yeah, that's right. And then the four teams remaining in each the top and the bottom half of the brackets are reseeded according to those new RPI rankings. Now, we start with what's quickly become one of the best rivalries around. Scott County and Douglas, the kings of the 502 versus the kings of the 859. The Cardinals trying to avenge their first shutout loss in 18 years to Douglas. Earlier in the regular season, Cardinals down 10-0 in the second quarter. In this one, Caden McKee calls his own number. It is a foot race to the front of the end zone. Scott County is on the board, down 10-7. But Douglas had the answer. Josh McClurg with a pass to Devin Neal. Now, he can't find any running room on the left side, so he's like, hey, I'm just going to reverse field. And Neal, he was a difference maker tonight. Down the sideline, clear path to the end zone, 17-7 Broncos. Douglas would add one final score in the fourth quarter. Guess who? That's Neal again, finding the edge, going in for 6 more. Douglas holds on to win again, this time 24-14. A huge part of it was because of some outstanding defense.
LCA, the best RPI in 2A, facing Somerset with a matching 10-1 mark. The only blemish for Somerset against the Eagles. That was a 1-point game earlier in October. We pick it up with 9 minutes to go in the game. Jaden Barnhart, the strike to Dearius Smith. LCA cuts the Somerset advantage 22-20. Under 4 to play. The Briar Jumpers extend the lead. Kaya Sharon to Cade Grundy. What a catch. Somerset back in front by 8. 28-20. LCA would strike to cut the lead to 2, but could not convert the 2-point conversion. Time winding down. Tate Madden seals the game with the interception. Somerset back in a region championship game, 28-26. They will host McLean County next Friday.
And And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Our team of the week, well, they're the Henry Clay Soccer State Champions. Thanks to Roberts Insurance. They're out of Richmond, Kentucky. They're on Main Street. They insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky. Speaking of this great state, from right here in Lexington, Jason Beeler and the Henry Clay Soccer. All you guys did was win the state championship, Coach. Congratulations for that.
Thank you.
And, you know, your team was fantastic all season long, Coach. Tell us about that.
I agree. From the get-go, after losing in the state semifinals last year, we knew we had a strong core coming back, the majority of our starters, and these guys were driven and hungry all season long to accomplish what was their goal, to win a state championship. And that was from the very first game all the way up into the last one.
And it prevailed.
Coach, who did you bring in the studio tonight?
I've got my goalkeeper, Ethan Anderson, center backs, Charlie Boone and Tommy Svedich, and our winger, Soza Apongi.
Tommy, I'm going to start with you if you don't mind. So you're one of the top defenders in the state. You locked down teams all year. You only gave up 12 goals in 29 games. How were you able to do all this?
Well, I mean, it's not just me. Obviously, Charlie, my other center back right here, we just worked early. He didn't even want to play center back at the beginning, but we just worked early. We talked. Our outside backs are both very good juniors. Our keeper, I mean, top keeper in the state. I mean, that's just the making of the best defense in the state. I couldn't have done it alone, so.
Charlie, tell us about the team defense and the joy you had playing it this season.
A big part of our team was just everyone playing defense from, Sota up top all the way through the whole team, and just communicating and building that chemistry from the very beginning really helped us.
And Soda, you scored 46 goals this year, had 26 assists, and you're named Offensive Player of the Year. So congratulations for all that. I mean, that's quite an accomplishment for a young man. What helped you all season and all the accolades and awards you won?
Well, I was lucky enough to have these guys playing defense, and I was able to focus on offense a lot. And I had 2 juniors up top, Chris and Taj. They were just keep feeding me all game, every game, and I was being able to be a little selfish, score a lot of goals, and contribute to the team.
Coach said you were hungry, weren't you? You were hungry.
I was really hungry.
Ethan, congrats. You were named Goalkeeper of the Year this year. You allowed only 8 goals in 27 games. So how did you accomplish this?
I couldn't accomplish this with the defense not being there for me. This was really tough on our team last year. We got scored on multiple times due to my injury, and we had some gaps in our defense. But this year we came out, we needed to make us like a name for ourselves for Henry Clay, and we couldn't get scored on all season. That was the goal. I think we had maybe 5 games where we didn't get scored on. We thought we were going to go the whole year without getting scored on, but I couldn't have done it without him. This was a great season with him.
That's awesome. And so, Coach, has all that you guys have accomplished had time to sink in yet?
No, not really. I don't think so. I think you need a little bit of time to let these things breathe before it actually hits you. But I know it's been difficult to get the smile off these guys' faces as they're walking through the halls and looking at that trophy right there. So I don't think it's fully sunk in, the bar that they set for teams to come yet. It's quite a high one, and I'm just super proud of all of them.
Coach, here's your Mingy beef jerky. Take that and enjoy that.
Awesome.
Great season, guys. Congratulations for bringing the state title back to Lexington, Kentucky in soccer, and we appreciate you joining us on the show.
Thank you.
That's Jason Beeler and the Henry Clay soccer team, nationally ranked. We'll be back with more on the Scholastic Ball Report. Welcome back into our Scholar Athletes, and this time it's from Lafayette High School Marching Band, and we've got great scholars with us. But, Coach, with the marching bands, it always starts with the program. Every year we have you on, you tell us about the great program you have at Lafayette.
Yeah, it's a challenge, but yes, we had another great program this year called Seeking Refuge, and it really was endemic of trying to create that opportunity where you can find refuge in all kinds of ways, and how friends and families really create that refuge. But the visual motivation really was castle.
Yep.
And so then we built the musical mosaic around that. So
let's start with Shannon. You're a flute soloist and a 2-year drum major. What advice would you give someone considering to pick up an instrument there?
Well, I would say choose an instrument that you are most interested in, something that you will want to pursue for a long period of time. That's definitely how I feel about the flute, so yeah.
Jenna, not only do you play the clarinet, but you also dance. How do you manage your time?
I love band and I love dance, and it just came naturally to me, and somehow band and dance lined up perfectly in my schedule, and I would be at band one day and then the next day I'd be at dance, and it fit into my time so well.
And Grace, what colleges are you looking at right now, and will you pursue a career in music?
Yeah, so I'm looking at University of Kentucky, University of Cincinnati, Vanderbilt, and Indiana University, and a couple others. And I'm hoping to continue music and music education as a major. So I'm super excited about that.
Phoenix, what's your favorite memory from playing for Lafayette?
Definitely coming into marching band my freshman year, already being super passionate and getting to be a part of this amazing group of students who really care about what they're doing. So.
Shannon and Grace, you both attended the Governor's Scholar for the Arts last summer, which was really impressive, by the way. I mean, that's like the Governor's Scholars program for arts kids. So, how did this experience help you and improve you as musicians?
So, being in the instrumental music program at GSA, we had the opportunity to collaborate with a lot of other art forms, which really opened us up to really cool ways we could use our instrument and different ensembles of music. So.
Right. Yeah. Also, like sometimes as a musician, it can feel kind of isolated because you're in practice rooms all the time, and like you kind of like feeling like you're kind of by yourself. But the environment that GSA provided was super amazing, and it was a great experience.
Jenna, what colleges are you looking at and why?
I am looking at University of Kentucky, and that's probably the college I will be attending. I want to major in nursing, and I want to minor in music.
Phoenix, how has your band director just kind of motivated you and made you a better artist?
Definitely influencing me to play the bassoon. I wouldn't be playing that instrument without him, and it's become a huge passion of mine because of that.
Well, well, Chuck, congratulations. And by the way, we hadn't mentioned, but 3.75, 3.9, 3.9, and 4.0. So all these young ladies are on the honor roll there at Lafayette High School. So congratulations for the state title. And here's your plaque from Crown Trophy. All four of you will receive one. There's too many of you here to give you all one tonight. We didn't know we'd have the whole team here, but congratulations for that. And great season, Coach. We love having you on the show. We have you on every year.
Like being back.
Yeah. That's Chuck Smith and the Scholar athletes from Lafayette Marching Band. And now we're going to this Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
It's time for the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. We go to the Douglas-Scott County game. Devin Neal on the receiving end of this pass. And watch him as he reverses field. Can't find anything on the left side. Makes his way back to the right side. And he has a clear path down the near sideline into the end zone for the touchdown. Devin Neal, that is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, our Pannell Swim Shop segment with Tom Vine, Allie Viney, Gary Ball. Well, we got a great young man in the studio with us, Mr. Viney. Tell us about it.
Absolutely. So at the beginning of the swim season, we always look for somebody that is going to do a great job and really exemplifies a student athlete. And we've got one directly from West Jessamine. Jordan, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Claire, tell us a little bit about Jordan as a first-year coach with West Jessamine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell us the benefit of having somebody like Jordan on the team.
Well, Jordan has one of the best attitudes on the team. And if it's a hard set, he won't complain. He'll encourage the other kids, and that's awesome. He is always ready to give a high five or good job after a tough set, and that's also really encouraging to see. And he helps communication between the coaches and other students sometimes without me even asking. He just does it, and that's great.
That you can't really ask for a better area of qualities out of a senior.
A great attitude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about some of your future goals.
Let's see, in the future after high school, I plan to go to UK. I want to major in human health sciences, but I have to get accepted in the College of Health Sciences first. If I do happen to get accepted, I want to go the pre-dental pathway and hopefully get accepted into dentistry school.
We have to mention, Jordan, you have a 4.5 grade point average, so that's remarkable. And you go to West Jessamine, that's a great academic and athletic school over there. Does that help you in what you do, going to such a good academic and athletic school?
It absolutely does. West Jessamine offers so many opportunities for me to take dual credit classes, AP classes, and still have good academics, so I love it there.
That's great. So, Jordan, you've got the beginning of the swim season is now. What are your goals for throughout the season and as we close into the state championships?
Definitely for me individually, I want to try to go to state in the 100 butterfly. But for a team, I'd like to see one of our relays go to state. Even if it doesn't have me in it, I'd just really like to see one of our relays go to state.
Well, great way to start the Pannell Swim Shop segment with a great young man here from West Jessamine. Thank you for joining us on the show. We appreciate it very much.
Thank you for having me.
And that's our Pannell Swim Shop segment this week. And now we'll be back after this time out, and we'll talk with the UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery. Back with us is Katie Jackson from UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery segment, our title sponsor. Welcome into the show, and we've had you on before, but let's talk. What is cross training?
Well, generally speaking, cross training is simply training in exercises or sports other than like outside of your typical routine.
Can you tell us why cross training is so important?
As a medical professional, I find it important in order to reduce overuse injuries. But beyond that, it kind of helps improve overall performance and development, physical fitness, and even reduce burnout rates.
Can you give us some examples?
Well, the primary one people think of is CrossFit, of course, but it really just depends on what your typical routine consists of. So say you're a runner or soccer player, cross training for that would maybe be like swimming or kayaking, rowing, yoga. It just depends on what you enjoy, and you want to just work different parts of your body to kind of reduce the impact of like overuse training. So.
You know, it's good information. That's not something we typically think about, but something you have to worry about if you're an athlete. You got the walk-in clinic. It's every Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock, right?
Yes, sir.
And that's over on at Turfland, the old Turfland Mall?
Turfland Clinic on Harrodsburg Road.
Right. Katie Jackson with UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery. There's a website and the phone number. Give them a call. They are simply the best. They will keep you in the game. And now we're going to these final highlights, and these highlights brought to you by Prep Spin, William Warfield, the king of strength.
Out of the top team in Class 4A's RPI, Boyle County battling Lexington Catholic. Miserable night for the Knights. Great night for the Rebels. Reed Lander to Reese Smith, 9 yards and 7-0 Boyle. After a Bo Allen fumble, Will McDaniel, a 2-yard score. It's 14-0 Boyle County, and the boys in gold and black are ready to go. Bo Allen had 4 fumbles tonight, and the Rebs made him pay each time. Reed Lander, Cole Lanter, 25 yards on the touchdown. Boyle County rolls to the Elite Eight, 54-7, and the Rebs will host Covington Scott next Friday.
Welcome back in. Juliann Tackett joins us, the commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association. Busy month. I mean, you guys had you just wrapped up the volleyball last weekend at Louisville Valley.
Had a great tournament down at Valley, and Assumption won the tournament, and great final. But just a great weekend. All 16 of those teams came in and represented their communities very well.
And December 6th, 7th, and 8th, you'll have the UK Sports Medicine Orthopedic Surgery Commonwealth Gridiron Bowl.
We're going to, the UK Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has stepped up. They've been a great partner for a long time. And Rob Ullery with them has kind of had it as a personal passion the last couple of years. We've got to get more involved. And they wrapped it up with UK Hospital and UK Healthcare to where all 3 of them are going to form a partner. And they join a long list of people, a great partnership with Pannell and Elmer Whitaker and Whitaker Bank, and it's just a great combination of people we have supporting these events.
You know, it's high school sports, Julian. I don't have to tell you. You've been with the Athletic Association a long time. I've been covering it for myself for 30-plus years, but I tell you what, it's a labor of love for all of us, isn't it?
Well, it has to be. You certainly don't worry about the hourly pay.
That's right.
You know,
you don't want to calculate that.
And you don't want the sponsors taking a spreadsheet to it, because they're doing it because they want to be involved as well. And it's great for people to give back in their community, and it is still the best amateur level out there.
And Pannell Swim Shop, Utah will sponsor the swimming again this year.
Absolutely.
Don't you?
You know, like Julian said, this is a great way to be able to get involved with the community and really highlight excellent athletes.
And thanks for being with us, Mr. Tackett. We appreciate it, and we'll see you at football.
Not a problem. Appreciate all you all do to promote the high school game.
That's Juliann Tackett, Commissioner of Kentucky High School Athletic Association. As always, for those you see and those you don't see,
keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Ford Brothers Auction, Kentucky Orthodontics and Invisalign, Mingy Beef Jerky, Pannell Swim Shop, Prep Spin, P-Rats, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.